If your normally sweet cat has suddenly turned into a little lion, hissing when you touch her or withdrawing into the shadows, don't panic. You haven't lost your friend. You are witnessing one of the most intense emotional transformations in the animal kingdom. While pregnancy is a physical journey, it is also a quiet reshaping of a cat's soul. Welcome to Cat Facts Funny. Today, we explore why these mood swings happen, why she might suddenly seem angry, and how to navigate the push and pull of feline motherhood. Cats rarely announce what they feel. Most of the time, their emotions appear only through small shifts. A change in posture, a pause before approaching, a slightly different tone in the way they move through a room. When a cat becomes pregnant, these subtle signals often become even more complex. The internal shift. It starts with a chemical flood. Inside her body, hormones are rewiring her instincts. This is why she might scream for attention one minute and growl the next. It's not a contradiction. It's biological preparation. Pregnancy is not only a physical change. Inside a cat's body, hormones begin to shift in powerful ways. These chemical signals influence appetite, energy levels, sensitivity, and emotional responses. A pregnant cat may suddenly become more affectionate than usual. She may seek out her human more frequently, rub against legs, or sit close for longer periods of time. Then, seemingly without warning, she may withdraw. This shift is not a contradiction. It reflects the internal adjustments taking place as her body prepares to nurture new life. Hormones guide not only the development of kittens, but also the behavioral patterns that help a mother protect and care for them. From the outside, these changes can appear like mood swings, but from the cat's perspective, they are part of a biological process that has existed for thousands of years. Sensitivity to the environment. Pregnant cats often become more sensitive to their surroundings. Sounds that once felt normal may now feel intrusive. Sudden movement may cause brief caution. Even familiar routines inside the home can feel slightly different during this time. This heightened awareness serves a purpose. A mother preparing for kittens must evaluate her environment carefully. She begins to notice potential disturbances, safe resting places, and quiet areas where she might eventually give birth. Because of this increased sensitivity, her reactions may shift more quickly than before. A moment of affection might be followed by a need for space. This does not mean the cat has changed her relationship with her human. It simply means her attention is now divided between the outside world and the new lives she is preparing to protect. Has your pregnant cat's personality changed? Let me know in the comments if she's become a Velcro cat or a loner. It helps other owners realize they aren't alone. The pull between closeness and independence. One of the most common emotional patterns in pregnant cats is the gentle push and pull between closeness and independence. At times, the cat may actively seek her human. She may follow from room to room, sit nearby, or lean into familiar touch. These moments reflect trust. During pregnancy, familiar companionship can feel reassuring. The presence of a trusted human can signal that the environment remains safe and stable. But at other moments, the cat may choose distance. She may rest alone, explore quiet corners, or spend longer periods observing her surroundings without interaction. This independence is not rejection. It is part of the instinctive preparation for motherhood, a time when the cat begins balancing social connection with the quiet focus required to care for her future litter. When irritation appears. Occasionally, a pregnant cat may appear more irritable than usual. Touch that was once welcomed may suddenly be avoided. A cat who normally tolerates being picked up might gently resist. These reactions are often misunderstood. During pregnancy, the body becomes more sensitive. The abdomen is changing, muscles are adjusting, and the physical sensation of carrying kittens can make certain movements uncomfortable. The cat is not expressing anger. She is communicating a boundary. In feline language, boundaries are an essential part of trust. When we respect them, we reassure the cat that her environment remains predictable and safe. And safety is exactly what a mother needs during this stage. The beginning of nesting behavior. As pregnancy progresses, another emotional shift often appears. The cat begins to search. She may inspect quiet closets, under furniture, or soft corners of the home. Blankets, boxes, and secluded spaces suddenly attract her attention. This behavior is known as nesting. It is an ancient instinct guiding the mother to find a secure place where her kittens will eventually arrive. During this period, her mood may fluctuate even more noticeably. Moments of quiet exploration may alternate with moments of affection toward her human. Both behaviors serve the same purpose. They help the cat balance two essential needs: preparing a safe place for birth and maintaining a trusted connection with the environment she already knows. How humans influence the experience. The emotional environment around a pregnant cat matters more than we might realize. Cats are highly observant animals. They notice tone of voice, movement patterns, and the general rhythm of the home. When a household remains calm and predictable, the pregnant cat often settles more easily into her natural behavioral patterns. But when the environment becomes noisy, chaotic, or unpredictable, her sensitivity may increase. In these moments, mood swings may appear more frequent, not because the cat is unstable, but because she is responding to a world that suddenly feels less certain. Our role is not to control her behavior. Our role is simply to provide stability. The "why so mad" moment. When we see what looks like grumpiness, we have to remember, her abdomen is stretching, her organs are shifting, and her senses are on high alert. To us, she's being moody. To her, she's setting boundaries to protect the tiny lives inside. A hiss isn't a sign of hate. It's a mother saying, "I'm vulnerable right now. Please give me space." As we step back from this journey, something important becomes clear. What we often label as mood swings in a pregnant cat are not random changes in temperament. They are signals, small adjustments in behavior that reflect a body and mind preparing for one of the most demanding roles in the animal world. Inside her, everything is shifting. Hormones are guiding her instincts, her senses are sharpening, and her awareness of the environment is becoming more precise. Each reaction, whether it is a moment of affection, a sudden withdrawal, or a brief irritation, carries meaning. When she follows you from room to room, she may be seeking reassurance. When she chooses a quiet corner instead, she may be listening to instincts that have guided feline mothers for thousands of years. Neither behavior is a contradiction. It is simply the balance between trust and preparation. Pregnancy gently reshapes how a cat experiences the world. Sounds may feel louder. Movement may seem more important. Familiar routines are still comforting. But her attention is now divided between the safety she already knows and the new responsibility her instincts are preparing her for. For us, the most valuable thing we can offer during this time is patience. Calm home, gentle movements, respect for the boundaries she communicates in her own quiet language. When she asks for closeness, we can offer quiet companionship. When she asks for space, we can give it without taking it personally. Because pregnancy is not just the story of kittens developing inside a body. It is also the story of a cat slowly transforming into a mother. And if we watch closely, we begin to see something remarkable. The affection she seeks, the space she asks for, the careful way she studies the room, the quiet searching for a hidden place. All of it is part of a deeper instinct working silently beneath the surface. Soon, the searching will end. A safe place will be chosen, and the quiet nest she has been preparing for will finally have a purpose. A quiet transformation. Pregnancy is one of the most profound transitions in a cat's life. While the physical changes are easy to notice, the emotional changes are often quieter, expressed through small decisions, brief interactions, and subtle adjustments in behavior. A moment of affection, a moment of solitude, a brief hesitation before accepting touch. Each of these signals tells a story about the internal world of a cat preparing to become a mother. What appears to us as mood swings is often something much deeper. It is the mind of a cat reorganizing itself for the responsibility of protecting and raising new life. When we observe these changes with patience, something remarkable becomes visible. Pregnancy reveals the emotional complexity that cats carry quietly within them. They are not unpredictable creatures. They are responsive, adaptive, and deeply guided by instinct. And during this time, every small behavior becomes part of a larger transformation. A transformation that leads, eventually, to a quiet nest and the arrival of new life